Hello, I'm DelusionDispeller, and I am back to talk more about sexual addiction and the role of the enabler. The next thing as an enabler you might be doing is taking charge and parenting them, saying things like, if only she would do this for me, or dress this way, or wear more makeup, or drop one of her jobs and stay home with me. If only she would talk to me more, whatever. And sometimes as a codependent in the or co-addict even in the situation, you're doing the same thing. You're justifying by saying, if only they would stop the pornography, get rid of the magazines, stop watching TV late at night when I'm asleep, stop calling that ex-girlfriend, stuff like that. Stop snooping around the schoolyards, watching the teenagers come out of high school. Whatever the case may be, you're parenting them. You're wishing things would be different, and then the next thing you're doing is guilting them. You should be ashamed of yourself. You're doing all these terrible things, and yet you say you're an upstanding citizen. What if your law firm knew what you were doing behind the scenes? Guilting them, giving them excess attention, negative attention nonetheless, but attention. Promising them, oh, if you'll just get rid of the magazines, I promise you can have that new sound system that you want, or whatever it is. Threatening them. If you don't stop doing those things, if you don't stop doing the pornography, if you don't stop being a peeping Tom, if you don't stop going to our neighbor's house and looking in their windows, I am going to close your bank account that I opened for you, and that'll be the end of that. You're not going to have any money to go take any of your floozies on dates anymore. Okay, those kind of things. Or threatening them that you're going to leave them. One last straw and I'm gone. Yeah, I've been guilty of that in the past with many certain situations. Um, Acting helpless, like pretending to be sick. Oh, honey, please don't go to her. Look how sick I am. Don't you love me? That's ridiculous. Don't even be in that situation to begin with. Um, Counseling them. Let's talk about why you have a need to go driving around town and picking up prostitutes. Is there something in your background, in your past, and your childhood? Is it the inner child within that needs some nurturing? I mean, don't even go there with them. That's not your place to be doing that, anyways. Um, or acting like their mom or their dad is another thing you might do. You might start taking away privileges. You might start using punishment. You might take away a valuable item of theirs and hide it until they get rid of the magazines or they stop doing a certain thing. At any rate, none of that is healthy at all. Another thing that is enabling in this situation is unhealthy anger. Sometimes people might get so upset they start pounding on the addict, literally with their fists, pounding on them. You promised me you wouldn't go with her again. Why are you sneaking around behind my back? And pounding on their shoulders and whatever, knocking them out with your fist, whatever you do. I don't know. Not good. Or passive aggressive. You go tell your dad that I saw him with her. You go tell your mom that I know what she's doing on the side, that she's stripping for a living and that she likes all those guys that she's with and things like that. Just random stuff. That's unhealthy anger, unhealthy channels for anger. Rage, punishment, blaming, those are also unhealthy anger that happens in a sexual addiction situation on the part of the co-addict or the spouse or partner of the addict. And the last thing I want to talk to you about is ignoring your own needs. Partners of addicts realize a lot of times that their needs are going unmet because he or she is out gallivanting, doing whatever their sexual addiction prompts them to, which could be any number of things. It could be frequenting movie houses, having an affair with somebody in the church, pedophilia sometimes, child pornography, regular pornography, just any myriad of things. But the point is, the original partner is being neglected a lot of times, and they realize that they're going without their needs met, and they're still covering up what the sex addict is doing. So it's important, as I always say, if you're in a situation like this, to tell a safe person to get the help that you need. Sometimes the addict can be helped, and other times not. It's just like narcissism. Some people are helped, and some people just really continue the disease, if you want to see it as a disease, the mental mindset, whatever. I'm not going to get into the nature or nurture. Is it a disease? Is it a mindset? Is it a thought pattern thing? It doesn't matter. Sex addiction is a very harmful thing to a relationship. And if you or somebody you know has this, you need to get the help that you need to deal with these issues of what started it, what's keeping it going, where the tolerance level is, etc. It's no different than a drug or alcohol. It's an addiction, regardless of how it came or the root of it or the stem of it or whatever. I'm not going to get into all that, but just know that it's not healthy and you need to get help. So that's it for that part. Stay tuned for some more.